Hi, I'm Jacob Gallucci, and right now I'd like to sing a cover of the Bob Seger song, Old Time Rock and Roll, but I'm going to sing it as Bob Dylan. I've always imagined what it would be like if Bob Dylan covered other Bob's songs, like Bob Seger, and in my next video he'll cover the Bob Marley song, Jamming, and this one he'll be doing the Bob Seger song, Old Time Rock and Roll. Ironically, Bob Dylan covered a Bob Seger song, actually. Get Out of Denver he covered. I think he covered it in concert at least a few times over the years, and one of Bob Seger's first singles was a song called Persecution Smith. It's from like 1966. It was in one of his early groups called Bob Seger and the Last Herd, and that song is basically a parody of Bob Dylan's songs. On that song, Seger sounds just like Bob Dylan. It's uncanny. It really is. But anyway, here's my cover of the Bob Seger song, Old Time Rock and Roll, but as Bob Dylan.
Just take those old records off the shelf. I'll sit and listen to them by myself. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like the old time rock and roll. Don't try to take me to a disco. You'll never even get me out on the floor. In 10 minutes, I'll be late for the door. I like that old time rock and roll. Still like that old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time rock and roll. Won't go to hear him play a tango. I'd rather hear some blues or funky old soul. There's only one sure way to get me to go. Start playing old time rock and roll. Call me a relic, call me what you will. Say I'm old fashioned, say I'm over the hill. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like the old time rock and roll. Still like that old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time rock and roll. Still like that old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time rock and roll. Still like the old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time rock and roll. Still like the old time rock and roll.
And that was Bob Dylan covering Old Time Rock and Roll by Bob Seger. And anyway, stay tuned for my next video. In that one, Bob Dylan's going to cover the Bob Marley song, Jamming. And anyway, until then, take care.